should never have suggested fleeing to Aldcroft. Brilliant idea, LeBlanc. Now they're gone. All the women in our group, kidnapped by cultists and dragged off into the fen. Yes, we should have stayed in Camlorn. At least my sister would still be with me. We thought we'd go to Aldcroft, but ran into trouble here in the fens before we got there. Bloodthorn cultists swarmed in and grabbed all the women and took them away. I heard them say something about a hag coven in the North Fens. My sister Bethany was fighting them as they dragged her off. I don't know what to do. I feel useless. I'm not used to this sort of life. I sent the others to the Weiris camp nearby. I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happened by when you did. The Lion Guard? They can't even defend Camlorn. That must sound bitter. Well, you're talking to someone who lost everything. We had nice homes, shops, comfortable lives. Now look at us. The Weirises are witches of a sort, devoted to nature and the Weird Tree. They helped us after the attack, and said we could stay at their camp until we were ready to move on. It's nearby, to the southeast. What remains of my group is there now. Not much. It's big, and it smells. Bloodthorn cultists roam the southern fen, and hags prowl the north. I wish I had stayed in Camlorn. I thought we'd be safer out here, but look what happened. I hope Bethany's all right. Cultists? Bogs? Bugs as big as my head? Why, oh why did I ever leave the city? I'll do my best to answer, friend. It's our good luck you happened by.
stranger who isn't dressed as a bloodthorn? I don't know what you're doing out here, but you're a sight for sore eyes. Now hurry up and cut me loose. No, I'm the Queen of the Nords. Of course I'm from Camlorn. Did my brother Guy send you? I gave the cultists a hard time, so they tied me up. They took the other women away, though. I think they traded them to the bog hags. The Bloodthorns have an arrangement with the hags. Something about exchanging us for their help against the weird. They even have a contract. I saw them arguing over it earlier. It should be around here somewhere. Please try to find my companions. These cultists are insane. But the hags... who knows what they're capable of. I'll go find my brother. The poor sod is useless without me. of here. Fate does not smile upon me. Thank you so much for helping me. You really are the hero they say you are. Without your help, who knows what would have happened to us. But what about next time? You can't just follow us around and keep us safe, you know?
We'll help any refugees that make their way here.
I feel like I'll never be safe again. Fleeing the horrors of Camlorn, then taken in the night by cultist thugs? When will it all end?
My sister and the other women made it here. Everyone's a bit rattled and tired, but otherwise they don't seem hurt. Thank you. Weirus Emily says a hag named Mother Merc was likely behind the abduction of the women. I wish we could stop her before she tries this again. All this danger and adventure. We're so not cut out for this. Mother Merc leads a coven of hags. That's what the Weirises told me. The coven hunts women to convert into hags or thralls. The Weirises told me about the Reach woman Sibelic. She knows how to deal with Mother Merc. She's staying with the Weirises at the Northern Enclave. Meeting you was a bright spot in this otherwise dark adventure. If you can stop Mother Merc, that'll be one less thing for us to worry about. You can find Sibelic in the Northern Weird Camp. Just follow the road across the bridges. I'll answer what I can. Too bad you aren't asking about a nice place to eat in Camlorn. That I know. History of this bog and information about hags? I only know what the Weirises told me. They say she's got a taste for flesh. Thinks the bog belongs to her and the hags. The Weirises have been fighting with her for generations. Sibelic is a Reach witch staying with the Weirises. Weirus Emily says she can look right into you and say things about your past and future. The Weirises say she isn't evil, but I'd still be careful around her.
We're not warriors. We're just simple townsfolk. We're lucky you came along.
Well, we're still alive. But it's only a matter of time, of course. Even if we escape the hags, there's still the werewolves.
I'm glad you are back, because I wanted to thank you. Really, I did. Thanks.
Hello?
I can't thank you enough for freeing me and the others. I shudder to think what might have happened to us if not for your timely intervention. I fear for my sisters during these troubled times.
Greetings.
Too soon.
I got a few mounts to sell.
Burning up.
Times are tough. Times are tough.
Whatever shall I do? My brother was almost killed by one of Foul Chew's werewolves. I couldn't bear losing him, and I don't want anyone else to suffer such pain.
That's why I'm here. We'll find a way to stop Val Chu. I didn't think we'd ever find this journal. My brother escaped the mines, but one of Val Chu's werewolves attacked him. He's resting, but he'll be happy to have this again. And I'm sure his notes will be useful. Thank you for returning it to us.
Hagroon here claims that the threat Val Chu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth.
Pay no attention to my little friend here. He has a weakness for tall tales. The taller, the better, I'm afraid. It's all rubbish, of course.
The Mages Guild will never give up. No werewolf, undead or not, will harm the people of Glenumbra. We'll find out how Val Chu fell, and we'll put him right back in the grave.
The remnants of the last battle of Glenumbra Moors still linger. That means there's a connection. Something that holds them here.
We've been at this for weeks. The Mages Guild is comprised of the wisest scholars, but even I'm starting to doubt if we can really learn anything here.
These lost spirits refuse to rest. They just wander about, lost in the dream of battle. The Alessian Order had the wrong intentions, but I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
A messenger? From Aldcroft, by any chance? What news from there? We heard reports that Camlorn refugees had inundated the town. That's good. Losing Camlorn was bad enough. Meanwhile, we've made significant progress here. Our research is finally beginning to yield results. The ghosts of the Alessian army still haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra Moors raged here, yet the spirits linger. Val Chu, the beast that ravages Camlorn. He fought and died here. We want to know what happened all those years ago. Then we can kill him again. Sarvith, our master of Incunabula, hopes to evoke a vision that shows us the events surrounding Val Chu's death. We're collecting the most powerful historic artifacts to use as focus objects. The spirits are making the task difficult, however. The generals of the Alessian army played a vital part in the Battle of the Glenumbra Moors. Their weapons, if still intact, would suffice, I think. If you manage to get your hands on the weapons, find Sarvith. He knows what to do from there. Val Chu wasn't called the Invincible General for nothing. You can cut him, bash him, fill him full of arrows. He just keeps coming. We must discover how they stopped him and ended this ancient war. I could tell you the basic story, but if you want a deeper understanding, you need to ask our lore master, Dalina. She's up on the tower observing the movement of the spirits.
We've been out here digging around for hours, and we haven't found one clue.
Never would have thought that I, a mere farmer's son, would one day explore the ruins of the Glenumbra Moors. I'll never forget this experience.
The Mages Guild has never been known as a militaristic force. You tend to find us in ruins, searching for lost knowledge. But sometimes, even scholars need to take up arms.
Just look at those lost souls. What drives them? Why do they fight on? Of course. What would you like to know? This is where Clan Direni fought to defend High Rock against the invading Alessian Order. The Alessians outnumbered them 3-1, but this was Direni land, and the clan prevailed. The Alessians were a fundamentalist sect that wanted to purge elven influence from Tamriel's religions. We think Falchu was one of their generals. They called him the Changeling and the Invincible One. Nothing could stop Falchu. The soldiers he bit became werewolves and turned against their own. This land should have fallen to his lycanthropic plague. But someone or something killed him that day. Legends tell us that the Nameless Soldier killed Falchu. It's said the Nameless Soldier prevailed by making a great sacrifice. The Dureni settled in High Rock long ago. They were ancient High Elves who stood with the local Bretons against the Alessian invaders. Seems likely. We don't know how the Nameless Soldier defeated Falchu yet, but we're determined to figure it out.
This site was the breaking point of the Battle of Glenumbra Moors. The Alessian army made one of their last stands here. The Dureni army was able to defeat Falchu and prevail. We need to figure out how.
The Alessian army was driven by faith to put a quick end to anyone who didn't share their beliefs. If only we'd learned these lessons from the past. Burn it!
Past these gates, do you understand me?
Advantage, do they?
Light it up!
Wait until their plan crumbles around them.
Move, now!
Think they have an advantage, do they? Ha! Just wait until their plan crumbles around them.
Light it up!
Make sure these orders circulate among the troops. They need to be prepared for what's to come.
It's true. Falchu is tall as a tree, with claws like great swords.
Yes, and he breathed
Bagroon here claims that the threat Falchu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth. Ah, the focus objects. These would do very nicely. Let me just, I don't think that was supposed to come off. Well, these swords are pretty beat up. I'm sure we'll still have plenty of material for the ritual, though. If all goes well, we'll be able to peer into the past. Hopefully see what happened to Falchu. Find out how the Durenis were able to defeat the Alessians so long ago. And if something goes wrong, well, then we shall see what we shall see. Of course, we'll be using the amalgamated essence of the past, focused with these ancient weapons, to open a sort of window into history. Follow me. Now we may finally learn how Falchu was defeated.
And maybe we'll find out how tall the Horker really was.
Listen to me. You must listen.
Giuliano's little teapot! We did it, I think. The spell worked better than I anticipated. We didn't just create a window into the past, we opened a door. The very air ripples with temporal disturbance. Somewhere nearby, a door into history stands open. All we need to do is step through it. A fragment from the past, I think. Something that was pulled forward with the spell. Let's hope that was all we pulled forward. Someone brave and rash enough has to actually step through the door we opened. I'm too valuable to get lost in the past, and Bagroon would probably change history with all his usual bumbling about. Ask Grala what she thinks we should do.
We heard a scream, and then ripples of magical distortion started to sweep across the battlefield. What happened? They were supposed to cast a simple divination spell, nothing more. Sarvith wasn't supposed to open any doorways. I don't like this. Time magic shouldn't be meddled with. But what's done is done. Maybe one of those ripples has the answers we seek. Examine the ripples. See if there really is a doorway of some kind out there. And keep an eye out for anything else out of the ordinary. Who knows what they may have pulled out of the past.
You seek to see into the past. I can guide you.
Set it ablaze!
I can show you how Fao Chu met his death. If Fao Chu has risen, then he must die again. Go to the crypt. I'll meet you there and show you how to discover the secret you seek. I remember this place. It all started here on the day of the final battle. We gave up everything to kill Fao Chu. I'll be damned if I just let him come back to life and curse the world again. I'm here because the one I loved gave up everything that day to save his people. You seek answers. I'm here to help you find them and hopefully avoid the tragedy that occurred on that long ago day. This armor is your key to the past. It belonged to my beloved and was buried in this place of honor. It was my beloved's hand that cut Fao Chu down. You'll relive the last moments of the battle. You'll take the place of my beloved. Experience the fall of Fal Chu as it happened. But be careful. You can affect events. Whatever you do may have untold consequences. You won't just see a vision of the past, you'll live through it. What you do may change the destiny of those around you. This is a terrible burden to carry, but it's the only way to get the information you seek. When you're ready, put on the armor. Oh, this armor brings back such memories. Now get dressed. There's much to see, and the connection to the past won't last long. When Fal Chu dies, the armor will eject you from the past. You'll return unharmed to the here and now. Yes, that's what will happen. I'm sure of it. It was a violent, bloody time. The Alessians were on a holy crusade to purge every Mer who occupied this land and called it home. They destroyed anything with even the smallest connection to magic. Would you stand by while those who didn't deserve to die were judged by religious zealots? Unless I strongly misjudged you, I think not. We did what was right, and we would do it again, which is why I'm here. Wise, kind, courageous. Everything one could want from a constant companion. But you'll see soon enough. I only hope that what you learn will help you in the present situation. There you are, my love. I was starting to worry about you. Why do you linger, my love? Commander Parmion rallies the troops for the final assault. You're his best officer and our noblest knight. You should be at his side for this moment. Did that blow to your head rattle your senses? We're on the verge of turning the tide, and we'll launch the strike against Fal Chu's headquarters soon. Come, my love. We have work to do. The Alessian orders, of course. They're crucial. We captured the messenger, but not before he handed the orders off. We need to search enemy soldiers until we can retrieve them. We can't have the Alessians surprise us when we're this close to victory. Do what you have to do and find those orders. Then find me at camp. We need to talk.
There you are, my knight. Did you recover the orders? Excellent. You're a credit to the Durrani Guard. Now we can prepare a proper counterattack to the upcoming Alessian assault. They won't know what hit them. You should show these to the Iliad King. He just arrived and is eager to get involved. Yes, he surprised us all. We weren't expecting the last king of a dying people to show up on the field of battle. But he's a brilliant tactician and his advice can only help. Meanwhile, we'll send Alana's unit to put an end to Falchu. What nonsense! Alana can handle it. If these orders are any indication, I need you to lead our defenses. But speak to Alana before she goes, if you like. Just make it quick, and don't forget to talk to the king.
I know you wanted to go after Falchu, but you'll see plenty of action defending the camp. I appreciate your concern, my love, but orders are orders. If either of us fails, this entire battle could be lost. But have no fear. I'll make sure we never have to worry about Falchu again. How? He's just a man, my love. I'll stick my sword in him a few times until he drops. Then I'll stab him again. I'll be back in no time, carrying his head high as a trophy. I can't think of a better gift to celebrate our new family. Later, my love. I'll tell you all about it after the battle. No need to distract you right now. It's nothing but good news, though, I promise. I love you, you know. Now go.
A Breton fighting for the Durrani. Somewhat surprising, though not unheard of, considering the current circumstances. Wait a moment. That armor. I've heard stories about you. They say you fight as if Auriel himself blessed you. The situation unfolding upon the battlefield is telling enough. These orders only confirm my suspicions. The Alessians plan to slip past your defenses to, how do they put it, catch the Durrani with their trousers down. What a curious phrase. Use the Durrani magic of your armor to spot the covert shadow scouts before they can do any significant damage. Then dispatch them with extreme prejudice. Simple enough, really. But I'm actually very curious about you. These old Iliad eyes see many things. Everyone in this yard, for example, radiates an aura of life force. But not you. Your aura's missing. I can't tell if you're not truly alive, or you just don't belong. I've never seen magic like this before. Perhaps, perhaps not. But this is neither the time nor the place for this conversation. We shall meet again, and then we shall see what we shall see. But now we have a battle to win. I appreciate your report.
We make our final stand here. The Alessians are rabble and their numbers mean nothing. This land is ours and we intend to keep it. Today, Falchu and the Alessians meet their end at our hands. Today we celebrate our victory.
Choose headquarters. We were ambushed, surrounded. Alana and the others.
Burn it!
There were too many of them. They tore us apart. Captain, I have bad news. Commander Parmian is dead. Commander Parmian decided to accompany us, but it was a trap. We expected to find Fal Chu and his officers, but there was a whole platoon waiting for us. We couldn't stop them. The commander fought bravely, but they cut him down and took Alana. I'm afraid there isn't much time. We expect Fal Chu to launch a full-scale assault at any moment. It's a tough choice. I think there are enough of us left alive to go after Fal Chu, but we also need to rescue Alana. I don't know. What are your orders, Captain? This isn't an easy choice, I know. I don't envy you. But whatever you decide, we're with you. Very well, Captain. I'll send one of our soldiers with you. She'll meet you inside.
You're nothing before me!
Use the fire! Fal Chu's afraid of the flames!
No! Not fire! It can end like this? Oh, not like this!
Return to your time. You learn that Fal Chu's weakness is fire. Use that knowledge well. Now enter the nearby portal. It will take you home.
Ha! It worked! I knew it! Into the past and back again! Are you all right? The ancient armor, it drew you into the past, but we knew it was temporary. You belong here, my friend. Fire! Of course! That makes all kinds of sense! Quickly, report your findings to Grala. She needs to hear what you've learned.
You're back, and you're safe. Thank the Divines. I was afraid we lost you. According to the legends, when the Nameless Soldier killed Falchu, the armor shattered. The Nameless Soldier died. I was afraid history would repeat itself. She was killed, but her sacrifice was worth it, both in the past and in the present. If you discovered Falchu's weakness, then Alana's death wasn't in vain. Fire! Of course! That makes perfect sense. The beast can't stand against its purifying flame. With your help, we will set Camlorn free and destroy Falchu once and for all. Now we know Falchu's weakness. We must share this knowledge with Camlorn. I just hope there's still time to save the city. If you go north, you should be able to catch up with the Lion Guard forces. Find an officer and tell him what we learned. Knowing Falchu's weakness might make all the difference.
I will dominate this world. Others in time. The strong should always command the weak. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear the used up.
If you've got extra junk...